So a lot of people noticed yesterday. I didn't think anybody would notice, but my sleeping schedule is fixed. Well, at least I'm waking up in the daytime anyway. Lots of people see other people that, I don't know, like stay up all night and then sleep through the day as like lazy people. I slept the, you know, normal 8 hours or whatever it was, except I did it in the daytime. The way that I fixed it was that I actually had to go somewhere. I actually had plans. I had something to do. Shocker. I needed to help somebody move things around, and it took a couple days. I ended up staying over there just helping, just so I didn't have to drive back and forth, because there was actually a blizzard happening as I was doing this. It was called Winter Storm Juno or Blizzard Juno or something like that. We ended up getting like 2 feet of snow, and at the time I was supposed to help move this stuff, this storm hit, and as I'm driving, they call a state of emergency in preparation for the storm. So now I'm driving, the snow, it already's got, you know, a couple inches on the ground because it's actually quite a distance that I had to drive. It was already cold as fuck. It was like 7 degrees or something like that. And I know a lot of you Canadians are just laughing at me right now. I know, it's pussy cold, I understand. But it was really cold. It was cold enough to the point to where those couple inches that were on the ground, you know, a small amount of time, they're gonna be frozen. Like the whole streets, all of them are just turning into slush and just ice and everything. It was terrible. And as you guys know, I don't drive no fucking truck. I just drive a simple little car. I don't have some crazy traction or anything like that. I just have a simple little car, so I have to be very, very, very careful. And as I'm driving, I'm alone on this road. I felt alone this entire time. Like, there was a couple cars that were ahead of me, but I was going too slow, and everybody was just going past me, and people are daredevils, man. I don't understand how the fuck they do it. Like, do you not value your life? I'll be sitting there driving, and a dude in a fucking ricer with a fart cannon on the back of it will just sit there and fucking drive around me, and then drift around the corner. I'm like, I'm just gonna take this turn as slow as possible. I don't want to die. I'm sorry if you hate drivers like me. But as I took this one corner, I wasn't even going fast. I was probably going like 25 miles an hour. And as I ended up taking this one corner, okay, I live in New Jersey, like in the Pine Barrens. So there is a lot of animals. There's like, you know, squirrels and all these birds, and especially deer. There's a lot of deer. And as I took this corner, what do you know? There's a fucking deer in the middle of the road with 2 little babies. There's 2 little babies following. These 2 little fawns. And they were following its father. I'm pretty sure it was a father. Big ass antlers. It was like Santa just released a steroid pumped comet. I can see the muscles. The fucking thing had a 6-pack. All right, it didn't have a 6-pack, but you can see the muscles in that thing. That was a solid deer. See, I wasn't even afraid of actually hitting and killing that deer. I was afraid of bumping into that deer and it just flipped my car over. I would just slide into it and then it would punch a hole through my windshield, drag me out of the car, and beat the shit out of me. Just beats me to an inch of my pathetic human life. So as I went around that corner, I know not to hit the brakes too hard, otherwise I'll slide. So I started pumping my brakes. And the first time I pumped my brakes, I felt a little sliding, a little bit more sliding, kept pumping, kept on fucking sliding. And I would say until it was about maybe 10 feet, maybe even less. Like, I could see its eyeball. As I slid, the deer just kind of casually just walked over to the side, and I just stopped, and I just look at this deer, and he looks at me. The 2 little fawns just go running off into the woods. And this deer just, like, looked at me, looked around, looked at me again, and then just decided to walk away from me. Now, thankfully, this deer decided to spare my life, because I'm pretty sure that deer could bench press me. And I actually would have felt terrible, though, if I did end up killing, you know, the father of these 2 little fawns, because they're so fucking cute. You know, because these deer have a hard life. They gotta go through, like, the hunting season and everything. Like, think about it. What if those 2 little babies right there ended up both being male, and then they saw that I killed the father, they remember my face, and then when they grow up and they end up as big as their dad or even bigger, they just memorize my license plate, come to my house in the middle of the night before they fuck me up in the middle of the night, and they just pull the sheets off me and go, remember that time you hit that deer back in 2015? That was my father. And then they kill me. Death by deer. Like, after the deer see I killed their father, they're just sitting there in the middle of the woods, wrap their hind legs around a tree, and just start doing sit-ups into a photo of me on the trunk of the tree, just practicing their falcon hoof. And after playing Advanced Warfare after this patch, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to hit any clips on this thing. Well, it's not like I won't hit any clips ever. It's just that, I don't know, if you're trying to put out episodes and things and be productive, I don't think this is the game to do it, because it'll probably take quite a bit of time and work to hit these clips and then put it all together. I just got destroyed. That is my cue to get off.